Hi, I'm Puneet Sikka, and I'm with this music project, WEME. They called World Ethnic Music Ensemble.
Nawa has put an amazing community of musicians and dancers and artists together called Pulse Ensemble, and I'm very glad to be part of that. And with Siraj Bhai, we have collaborated on many different projects in Ghaffari music and all. And with Gyan Bhai, I started a duet project of Tabla and tombak a couple of years ago. And Fateh Bhai has always, like, the sound of his sitar has always touched my heart, and he has always been in the back of my mind for this project. And I think hearing all these musics, I come from a Persian classical music background, and I have trained in Indian classical music. I'm not a performer of Indian classical music at any level, but I have some basic knowledge about the talas and the ragas. And I also come from Kurdistan, which is a state in northwest of Iran. So it's very close to Turkish and Turkish music, and it's a different flavor. So coming to India and hearing all these musics, it really inspired me, and I always wanted to put a project together in which I wouldn't be the only one that would make the calls. I would want everybody to, bring in their musical flavor and create that one sound that maybe every track or every piece we do, it may belong to one certain genre of one certain musical background. Like, it could be based on any Persian dastgah or gushe, or it could be based on any Indian ragas. But what's beautiful in it is that everybody is very flexible here, because they have all worked with different musicians, different culture.
Is there a story behind the composition that you
today? I wrote this composition like 4 years ago, and I don't really know. I think it was the fact that when I moved to India, I was kind of separated from my guru in Iran, through whom I was doing the training. So imagine, I started learning at the age of 6, and then when I was 14, we moved to India. So just the moment that you realize where you are at the music and what the music is about, exactly in that moment, I was separated from the people that were training me. And there were many moments in my musical life that I was lost. And I still think I'm lost, because nowadays I'm trying to be more in touch, but because my whole family moved here and I was spending very little time in Iran, so I didn't have that intense training with my guru for a long time. So I just, self-taught myself. I used books, kept in touch with him, obviously. And I think this melody, I think it just came to me because I felt like I don't belong anywhere musically, So I called it Seeking You, which probably
Which is what art
is
about, right? You're always seeking and you're searching for. Maybe sometimes it's very internalized, spiritual, that you're looking for yourself through art, or the other way around.
Yes. And this composition, it sounds like it could be Persian music, but I don't think if you make some Persian classical musician hear it, I don't think they would say this is pure Persian classical music. But it's not Indian music either. It's not flamenco. It's not jazz. It's not blues. It's just a composition that's there. That's the identity of it. And I think that's what I went through as a student of music.
I think all artists have to be curious and are driven by a curiosity. And with each different art form, it's kind of the language through which you dive in to a question. So I think I find great influence from my environment, but it's also a cycle of just being compelled to explore that curiosity through music.